It's full steam ahead for the Paris 2024 Olympics. Athletes and coaches have already started training for a chance to win a spot on the national team. After all, no one wants to give up a chance for glory. But one champion isn't so sure of her plans yet. Watch this video to learn if Simone Biles will indeed make her much-awaited comeback in Paris. First up, will she, won't she? The most decorated gymnast in the history of the Olympics obviously has a lot of fans. She is perfect in every category she competes in, and wows the judges and the crowds with her flawless skills. But over the past year, she's decided to take a step back from the limelight to focus on herself. Since then, everyone has awaited her comeback. With the next Olympics in sight, an announcement was inevitable. But it seems like Biles hasn't made up her mind yet. Over the past week, she was asked about her intentions to participate in the upcoming Olympics multiple times. Each time, though, she gave the same answer. The short answer is that we will see her there. Before you get too excited, though, remember that she doesn't mean that she'll be competing. She says she'll be there, even if she isn't a part of the team. Right now, she's still healing herself mentally and physically. She's working on herself, and that's more important to her. But there's no need to give up hope completely. She said that if she does decide to train, she will give it her all. We don't expect anything less from the gold medalist. At this moment, she's keeping her options open. She hasn't taken her name off the drug testing list. Many athletes who retire are taken off the list, but if they choose to come back, they have to wait 6 months before they can compete again. Simone hasn't done that, so there's still a chance we'll see her on the floor. Fingers crossed. Coming up next, no need to say goodbye. The 25-year-old has had an inviolable career so far. She's accomplished feats that athletes can only dream about. She has won 4 gold, 1 silver, and 2 bronze medals in her short career on the national team. There's no denying it. That girl is the real MVP. Perhaps her biggest achievements have been off the mat. She's an advocate for athletes' mental health, stood up against sexual assault on the U.S. gymnastics team, and helped children in foster care. For her efforts, the president awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. But the reason behind her exit from gymnastics is nothing short of heartbreaking. The gold medalist was going through a mental ordeal at the time of the 2020 Olympics. She was one of the girls that suffered sexual abuse from Larry Nassar, who is now in jail for life. Coming forward and testifying in the case had a terrible effect on her mental health. On top of that, she felt extra pressure as a black athlete to deliver. The anxiety worsened as she landed in Tokyo. Then during the games, she suffered from a phenomenon known as the twisties. It's when gymnasts lose their spatial awareness. In truth, she says she should have quit long before Tokyo because the mental stress she puts on herself led her to developing the condition. She had pushed all thoughts about Nassar and the pressure aside, but not dealing with them made it worse. So she pulled out of 4 finals and flew home to rest. Americans and the team supported her decision and defended her in the face of criticism. The question now is she ready to come back? Next up, she's part of a pack. The Olympian is not the first one to take a break. Throughout the history of U.S. gymnastics, many all-star gymnasts have stepped back, recouped, and rejoined the ranks with their fellows. It's a practice that allows them to work through whatever mental and physical barriers they have and give their best to Team USA. One of them was all-around gold medalist Nastia Liukin. She won the World Championship for the balance beam in 2005 and 2007, as well as being the world champion for the uneven bars in 2005. In the 2008 Beijing Olympics, she won 5 medals, including her gold medal in the all-around category, but she quit after the 2009 U.S. Championships and returned in 2012 to compete for a spot on the national team. Unfortunately, she did not make the team that year. Another example is Shawn Johnson. He was the 2008 balance beam gold medalist before he took a break and competed for the USA in 2011, but soon he decided it was time to leave for good and retired in 2012. Following up are some examples. The most recent examples are Simone's teammates, Raisman and Gabby Douglas. Ali was the 2-time captain of the team in 2012 and 2016. She has 3 gold medals, 2 silvers, and 1 bronze medal in her name. Her teammate Gabby also had an impressive record. She was the all-around gold medalist in 2012 and an all-around silver medalist in 2016. Both of them took a break after the London Olympics in 2012. They returned to training in 2014 and joined the team again in 2016 for Rio de Janeiro. Only time will tell which of these athletes Biles will follow. Will she come back with full force or fail to make the team like Liukin? All we can do is pray that the time off helped her heal her wounds. Now it's getting hot in here. If Biles wants to rejoin the team, she'll have to prove that she's got what it takes at the multiple meets that's lined up over the next year. She'll need to start training as soon as possible and deliver consistent performances. Team USA has now announced that it will be bringing back 5-person teams for Paris 2024. The Fierce 5 in London and the Final 5 in Rio are considered the golden age of women's gymnastics. 5-person teams allow the coaches to add a specialist to the mix of all-around specialists who are skilled in just one event can guarantee a medal. Jade Carey and Michaela Skinner are examples of specialists that help the team win the overall team silver medal in Tokyo. With 5 spots to compete in, the competition is getting tougher. Jordan Chiles, Simone's teammate and all-around gymnast, has already announced that she'll be competing for a spot on the team. Other than that, Connor McLean, Sky Blakely, Shalice Jones, and Kayla Lincoln are also hot favorites for the team. It seems like our favorite gymnast has her work cut out for her. Good luck, champ. Not that you'll need it, though. Enjoying this story? Stick around for these other gymnastics news as well. In other news, first up, more than 70 women joined an elite gymnastics camp in Texas. Last week, more than 70 girls aged 11 to 14 made their way to Katy, Texas. The city hosts Stars Gymnastics, which is one of the biggest training grounds in the USA. 4 camps were held from May to July, including invitational ones. The girls got a chance to work with the staff of the national team on their skills and routine construction. They also had a chance to get their routines verified by the staff. In May, the camps also double as selection rounds for elite gymnastics. In June, the camps were dedicated to training for the Hopes and American Classic competitions. The individual camp was the first national level competition for many of the girls in attendance and served to acclimate them to the environment of elite competitions. On Thursday, the elite development will kick off. Second, Simone Biles is terrified of going broke. We know the headline sounds absurd, but it's the truth. Despite being worth almost $16 million, Simone still fears that she will go broke. Simone had a tough childhood. She was a foster child before she was adopted. Going through that, she learned about the hard things in life pretty quickly. Soon she started to train as a gymnast and just loved to push her body to its limits. Eventually, she earned her first paycheck but was too afraid to spend it. She was 12, and her coach at the time told her that she was not allowed to cash the check, but she could touch it. She got so scared of her coach that she refused to even touch it. That fear continues now. She meets with her financial advisors regularly to discuss where to invest her money and how to save up. So many former athletes go broke as soon as they retire, but the American athlete is determined she won't suffer the same fate. Lastly, Biles admits she opened her teammates' eyes. While the fierce and Final Five era is considered to be the golden period of U.S. women's gymnastics, things were far less shiny on the inside. In the face of sexual abuse and tyrannical coaches, Simone stood tall. She opened up about how she supported Allie when she exposed Larry and refused to listen to coaches like Marta Caroli. She also opened up about how she loved to sneak into the cafeteria and eat more food than she was allowed. Her resilience opened her teammates' eyes. They learned that you can be a good gymnast and still have fun. Amen, sister. That's it for today. Do you think we'll see Simone in Paris? Let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon with another video.